move on to Fiero. NA.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
should have given him a
yeah,
-7.
whatever.
Actually, I'm changing this rating to a -7.
Dude, okay.
Bay Area, stand up and let's be heard. No more sitting in the shadows. We're known for our winning ways, and not being the best, that just ain't for us. We're loud, we're proud, and we're unapologetic about it. So even when times are looking as dark as the black and blue we wear on our crest, we tell them that Goonies never say die. And when we're done shaking things up on the pitch, there's another shake coming. This is something that's been created by the people, for the people. This is everything and anything San Jose Earthquakes related. This is Aftershock. Vamos, San Jose.
No, but definitely the best part of the game was like the stadium. Just watching their stadium.
Oh, dude, I know.
Like seeing a full stadium, the Tifu signs, and then the last 15 minutes was so unbearable. Like I was just in the stands and like or I was watching I wasn't in the stands. I was watching everyone in the stands with their phone light, just like in unison, going like this. Like that was the best part of the game for me.
It makes, I mean, we just talked about it right before. It makes us sad that they have better fans than us. And it's their first game
ever. Yeah. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
You know, we're just gonna keep using the excuse of COVID and limited capacity. You know, we'll have it once.
The tickets are sold out for the Classico. So
really,
yeah. So all 15 people will be in the stadium.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, it's kind of embarrassing, but
I mean, the game started off open-ended. It was back and forth. It was fun. The first half was genuinely like I was enjoying the game. It was a lot of fun, and we just needed to make a couple changes. We come out and we make no changes, and then about the 60th minute or so, I'm like, okay, we need a sub. Like they're starting to get a little edge. We look tired. About 10 minutes later, we make a sub. Cal comes on, which I think is good. Salinas comes on, which I think is good. I forget who they subbed out. I think Chofi should have stayed in. But
yeah, it was Trophies and was it Rios?
Yeah, Rios should have came off, and then I think Chofi probably should have stayed in. Wando should have came out.
Yeah, and then they subbed out. Was it?
Well, no. Then they go to a.
Or who
No. Then they go to a 4-4-2.
Yeah,
which made no sense to me because this was the first game all season we were. I don't want to say dominating the midfield, but weren't getting like destroyed in the midfield, and we were actually playing through the midfield because I noticed that. Yule and Jutson were playing much deeper. Or sorry, not Jutson, Remedy. And they weren't really the outlets as much, which opened up space. And then Chofis was able to check a little bit more, and like he got on the ball a lot more this game. But like the big thing this game was they had Wando at left mid, but was also playing like a free roaming attacking.
Yeah,
the front the front three, except for Espinoza, were all told just like free roam.
Yeah.
And they all ended up going to Espinoza's side on the right. So it was like a 4v1 on the like whoever did the scouting report for this game, like watched Austin's last game and just went, the left back, you are trash.
You
are
the bottom of my heart.
You are trash. Yeah. That was like we didn't care for Lima side. Like Paul Marie was making a million runs and was super open, played him like twice.
Yeah.
Judson at right back, like it made me feel more comfortable defensively because we just had another number there, but like it limited the offense a bit, and also like he's just not a good like defender. Like the reason he's a good defender in the midfield is because he presses so hard.
Yeah.
Then he wins the ball through tackles, but like actual defending,
his one-on-one defending was a little rocky.
It was bad. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm dead serious. You're gonna love hearing this. For the first 42 minutes. I am dead serious when I say this. Flo did not win a single challenge that came his way.
I was saving this for later. I was gonna bring this up. So every single chance came from his side.
It was so bad. It was so bad. He lost 3 headers and about every single 1v1. It was so bad.
I was cracking up when he got the yellow card too. That was so funny. I
don't even remember that. Yeah.
But I don't even know. At the end of the day, overall, their lineup wasn't great, and it's so frustrating that we can't get a single goal.
I know they had Matt Beezer, who's damn near retired.
Yeah.
Nick Lima, who was playing right wing the whole game.
Yeah. And we had so much space in the middle. You brought this up. Trophy had so much space. Wando himself had a ton of space too, and Espinoza actually performed today. But
yeah.
Or not today, but he had a good game. It's so ridiculous we can't score. Well, we were just talking about this. of our last 5 games, we've scored one
We're
goal.
1-8. We have
One goal, and
we've scored one goal and we
we
conceded.
conceded like 7 or 8 goals.
And
It's
that one goal we
ridiculous.
scored was either in the 4th or 5th game from now, and it was like in the opening
It
minutes.
was, yeah, and it was a game that we lost anyways,
Yeah,
obviously. So we need to start getting results.
Yeah, yeah. It was that was 2 drop points there without a doubt.
That's for
and,
sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it could have went the other way too.
I was fun. I want to go to an Austin game, dude. That looked
Yeah.
like it was they looked like they were having
I
a
know.
great time.
I know, dude. It's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
We need to get that atmosphere at the Quakes somehow.
Yeah, for all of you that are watching, you can notice the set's upgraded a little bit. We got if you saw on the Instagram, we got signed jerseys from Alanis, Chofis, and the legend himself, Fierro. Carlos Fierro.
Man. Literally,
Yeah,
look at how big
number
his
7. Yeah, the
look
7.
how big his 7 is.
I know, Jesus. And then we got a framed photo of us and Tommy Thompson right here. Hopefully one day he can sign it. I think I'm going to the Classico. I'm just gonna scream, Tommy, sign the photo.
He's gonna be like,
And then we got some like they hand these out to the games. They're like little player cards. I don't know if you've ever been there, but when it was like a meet and greet for the players, like Alanis and Fierro were there right away, and like Chofis was there for a little bit, and then disappeared for like an hour and a half, and then like came back, and then like when I asked for like his little thing, he was like, here. Like,
yeah.
oh, and I finally found out like why Fierro like is either starting every game or making it into the substitution every game.
Why?
His girlfriend is a dime piece. She was just
How does he secure that?
There was an Alanis's girlfriend was there too. She was very good looking, but like that definitely Almeida's. There's something there. That's my guess.
Fierro's gotta be like some secret billionaire, man. There's no way.
But that was we're gonna need to edit that, but that the game was again. It was fun. We need to make changes. The 4-4-2 didn't make sense to me because we were bossing the midfield, and then after that, it just got worse. At that point, it looked like we were just praying for a tie in a game we should be winning, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then when Marie went hurt, we had to move Salinas back, and which hurt because I thought Salinas was adding like attacking to the left side, which we weren't having because Wando was coming all the way over.
Yeah.
So it was like we looked like we were about to score. Marie goes down, and then the greatest substitution I've seen in my life when you need energy, creativity,
attacking.
Carlos Fierro comes on, moves Salinas to left back. First play of the game, Salinas gets beat 1-on-1, and then we get the ball out to Fierro, who tries going 1-on-1 with the defender and dribbles the ball out of bounds for his first touch of the play. Yeah. And that just summarized their performance.
I just want to bring this up. So, right, we're filming this on Tuesday, and in the mornings, Monday. Sorry. I turn on the TV, I think to myself, oh, what's on? And I watch the Euros, right? I watch Belgium play. I watch Eden Hazard play in the morning. And then later I go and watch the recording of the Earthquakes and I watch Fierro play. And I'm like, what is this? Yeah. So bad, man.
Oh my God.
It's brilliant.
It was brutal. It was that last 20. Oh my God. And then we were tied looking for a goal. And we subbed Tommy Thompson on, which I think should have been done earlier. And I'm like, okay, we're subbing him in for, I don't remember who it was. That might have been Wando. That might have been Rios. I think it was Wando.
Yeah.
And it was Wando, who was playing attacking mid at the time. And I'm like, okay, let's put Tommy at attacking mid. The guy who was the first ever homegrown signing because he was an elite attacking midfielder. And we've kind of converted him to a right back. Let's just throw him there. We have Jutson back already. Add a little creativity to the lineup. We move him to right back, which, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. But then we put Jutson at attacking mid, which I understand, like, maybe he has high press, but he just played 80-odd minutes. He's gassed. Like, he doesn't have that same work rate. Move him to defensive mid. Move Yule up the pitch so we can get creativity from someone. Or move Tommy Thompson up there. Or sub in Haji. Sub in Kikanovic. Sub in someone bringing an attacking threat. Like, it was so unbelievably frustrating, the decisions we were making. I thought the tactics weren't working of just overloading the right side. Like, we should have used the left more. It was helping a bit, but I don't think it was as effective as we thought. But I'm perfectly fine with, we have a game plan, let's stick to it. Come out at halftime, do the same thing. But then it was like as if there was a roulette wheel on who was going to be subbed and what they were going to do in the formation before, like every 5 minutes from the 75th minute on, and we just spun it and we're like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
It was so confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought overall we played okay. I thought going forward we looked all right. It was nice to see that we created some chances, but we got to take those chances if we want to get points. I think I'm a little less critical of this performance as you are, but still,
I know. I thought you were gonna jump because I watched the game live,
I didn't think
and
it
I'm
was
like, oh,
that
Joseph,
bad.
we're gonna jump on this. Like,
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad, but
I think I was just like, I was expecting a win, and I was just so frustrated,
yeah.
and just like the final 15 minutes were bad.
Well, yeah, you texted me how bad we were, and I was like going into the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
with terrible
No,
expectations.
The first half was genuinely fun. Like I like the first
Yeah.
half was like I'm like, oh, I missed the Quakes. This 2 weeks suck. Like blah blah blah. Oh, the beginning of the second half, I'm like, okay, this is still all right. As soon as like the second round of substitutions, halfway through the first round of substitution, I'm like, what? I was just getting so frustrated.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a tough game tomorrow against Orlando.
Oh, we're gonna get. Yeah, we'll talk
Probably-
about
probably
later.
gonna get
We're gonna.
worked.
We're yeah. We'll talk about that. Let's go to the player ratings.
All right. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
JT.
Also, I just trashed him, and now I'm about to give him some high ass ratings.
Yeah, JT 6.8 out of 10, much better from last week's performances. Did not have to deal with much, but looked more convincing and solid in his few moments. Yeah, he had a couple really big saves. Actually.
Yeah.
And he held on to the
The
ball.
dive. Yeah, exactly.
He
Yeah.
held on to the ball.
Or if he
which
did
is
drop
so good.
it, it was just like right in front
Oh,
of
yeah.
him.
I thought overall this
It looked good. It looked like I felt like
it's- It's what you needed from a keeper,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I think maybe he
I
was,
almost gave him a 7, and I'm just like, God, the standard is so low.
he
Like,
might have been our best player. I'm not sure. Him and Espinoza were close.
Yeah. No, it was Espinoza, but then he was the second best without
Yeah.
it, and then Cal was probably the third.
I don't know. He
That's how poorly I rated everyone else.
We'll
Yeah.
get to it. All right, then Marie, 6.4 out of 10, did well to find space and to get open. Unfortunately, the team struggled to find him. He did get forward a lot, actually, and I thought that was good because he has that ability to cut in on his right from the left back position, which I like.
It almost was like we were playing a 3-back with Judson kind of not going up, and then Marie was going very high.
Yeah,
I noticed like but they wouldn't like spread out like 3 evenly. It would be like they would be in their spot, and then Judson would be a little more tucked in,
yeah.
and then Marie just had the freedom to go
Yeah,
up
well,
and down.
I think why that happened was because Austin played super direct. They didn't really possess it around that much, and so we didn't really have to worry too much about a ton of numbers on their attack, and we could just kind of sit back with Alanis and Youngworth.
You know, it's a bad game when when we're possessing.
Oh yeah, seriously. But yeah, no, Austin barely possessed in our half from what I could remember. The
Yeah.
only time they settled down was when they had like a set piece or something.
Yeah.
All right, then moving on. Youngworth 6.3 out of 10. That's too high.
Yeah.
May have possibly been beaten on every single challenge that came his way, whether it was a header or a one-on-one for almost the entire first 40 minutes. On offense, he would start most attacks and distribute a lot of balls early on. You already brought this up. I'm not kidding. I
It
was
so
just
bad.
in my head as I was watching all these challenges, and he lost like 5 headers in our box.
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is gonna be good."
I looked at this. I don't remember the stat, but I looked at halftime. He had like 23 passes completed or something out of like 25 or something. Like he had the most passes completed out of I butchered that stat a little bit, but like he had a lot of passes completed. Like
Yeah, it's just he lost the
defensively he did nothing.
aerial
Nothing.
duels.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
pretty sure he lost most of them.
everything. It was bad.
Yeah, it was poor. All right, then move on to Alani, 6.7 out of 10. Yeah, he probably deserves that. Did not see much of him, but whenever you did, it seemed he was stopping an attack from Austin. Great job connecting on quarters. Yeah, he had a couple threatening headers in the end. He also had a
Yeah.
couple good sliding tackles in our defensive third. I thought he played well. He was
Yeah.
definitely better than Youngwood,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That's kind of a given at this point. All right, then we move on to Judson, 6.6 out of 10. He brought some liveliness and good pressure to the right back position that we have not seen thus far this season. However, it was shown his style of defending is best suited in the middle of the park. There was a bit of a drop in the offensive productivity from this, but the defense surely was largely increased.
I'll say what I did like about Judson. Like even though we were saying he did get beat a lot and he's better defensively in the middle, is he would step to the player. Like he wouldn't give him like space to cross, or like he was a lot close. Like he was like closer to them versus being like 20 feet back, being like, "Oh, I'm defending because I'm in
Yeah.
a stance." Like,
Yeah, I thought he actually put in a good shift. I mean, ideally, you'd probably want a right back there, but
Yeah.
he didn't do that.
I'd like to see him as center back, honestly. Like if Beeson or
It's,
Alan are hurt.
instead of just a young
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I swear. All right. Then Ewell 6.6 out of 10. Both holding mids were much deeper than usual today, and the offense did not utilize them like usual. Both also made a lot of recovery runs for their teammates when they were caught out of position. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't notice him for most of the first half or anything.
Yeah.
I did notice him at the very end of the game a few times in like the last 20 minutes. He did push up a little bit more and get more involved in the attack, which I think was good because
Yeah.
at that point, Remedy and Judson had pushed into the middle and gave him a little bit more of a free roam. But yeah, I mean, I think we need to score more goals. And as our attacking midfielder kind of guy in the center, you got to.
Yeah, I said the same thing for Remedy, except I gave him a 6.5 versus 6.6 just because I feel like he was giving away a lot of fouls.
Yeah.
So and he got a yellow, I believe, or just
He
gave away a
looked.
couple free kicks.
I'll just say this, dude. He looked tired at the end again.
Yeah, well, he's running hard. I don't blame him. He's running hard every game. Like, give him a rotation.
Yeah, I don't understand. All right. And we move on to Andy Rios.
This was generous. This was
6 out of 10. Every couple of minutes, he would check for the ball, and one time it back to who played him, and then disappear again for a few minutes. That's all you put.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, actually, he was okay in the build-up at points. However,
I
mean,
I didn't see him.
I mean, I thought a couple of times he.
I think he touched the ball 4 times, and every single time it was check to the ball and then played immediately back to whoever I just played.
Yeah, he needs to get more involved. When you're a striker, you got to score somehow, and that wasn't good enough. Okay. Trophy 6.9 out of 10 did a better job of trying to get involved early on, and most of the dangerous attacks ran through him. Yeah, he played well. He had that shot in the very beginning that
just went
wide, and he had a couple other opportunities.
Well, he was distributing, and he was just making smart choices. I literally think every time I was like, or like you're kind of jumping out of your seat, it was like from a ball through him or a play that started with him.
Yeah, he had a ton of more space this game, and I think that allowed him to do more. The Austin midfield wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he didn't score. It's kind of ridiculous, but at least it gave him a chance to, really impose his personality on the game.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then we move on to Espinosa, 7.2 out of 10. The game plan was really set up to help get him the ball early and as often as possible, and it was a good option for the opening minutes. He was starting to show us glimpses of the Espinosa of last season, that's for sure. I thought that he was definitely our most threatening player, that's for sure. He had that one shot that went off the post in the beginning, but he also, I think the left back was super slow. He paced him 20 times down the right, but he just found the ball in space and he put in a couple good crosses, and I think it was good for his confidence.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like he was starting to feel confident. It looked like we were trying to feed him.
Yeah,
and I like to see it. Yeah. Towards the end, like when he was a little bit more tired, it was like a little annoying because he was just shooting or just going like one direction, like deer in a headlight, like not looking up. But I was fine with it, like overall.
Yeah, I think we need more of that. All right, I'll move on to Wando, 6.3 out of 10. I don't know how he gets that high. He was free roaming and collected the ball well, but it was in spurts. And I would have liked to see him cause more problems to their backline on offense. That's what a striker does.
Yeah. Did he would help overload the midfield, and he would find good spots, and a couple times he did have a good switch or a good play, but again it was so few and far between. And then Wando's best attribute is annoying the center backs, just disappearing, floating in the box. He had the one chance that it sucked because he took the shot and then it rebounded. And then we couldn't get on the end of it. I wish someone else took the shot because I know he would have been there for the rebound.
Oh, yeah, that left-footed strike,
Yeah.
I was cracking up, dude. This is kind of irrelevant, but when he got the ball in that one-on-one situation out by the corner and he just kind of fell over.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It was him versus Lima. He tried doing a scoop churn, and I'm just like...
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. You think you are? I am.
Absolutely. That was so funny, dude. Okay, then we move on to Salinas. Great presence up top when he was brought in. When Marie went down and he had to be subbed to defense, he played well. Yeah, I thought Salinas played well. And
when he moved to left back, it was terrible.
Yeah, but going forward, he looked really good. He was dribbling at the defenders, and I still don't know how he didn't score. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess Lopez and all these other players must be injured still or something because Fierro getting it. I couldn't believe it.
I can't wait to get to Fiera. Okay, Cowell. He has a great presence, and you wonder why he did not get the start for the game. Yeah, I'm not really sure why.
Well, they played him.
Rios
Yeah, they
and
played him
Wando started.
maybe to rest him, but I mean, he's 17.
It's been a
Like,
few weeks too, so I'm
yeah,
not sure.
I don't know, but like we just relied to playing over the top, or like we just kept finding him. Like, and then he had that one shot, and then
Yeah,
oh my god, that one pass to Fierro, and then he decided to just pass it to the goalkeeper on that shot.
Dude,
I'd rather have Cowler shot it.
I can't believe Cowell didn't shoot it on his left. I don't think he wanted to shoot with his
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
It was
Fierro should have done better with the shot.
I mean, it was okay. As a striker, you've got to hit that with your left, though. That's ridiculous. But overall, I think he did all right. Okay, and then we move on to Fierro. NA.
Yeah. I should have given him a -7.
Whatever.
Actually, I'm changing this rating to a -7.
Dude, okay, he continuously turned the ball over and had low to no energy in very few minutes. Yeah, his first contribution was a really good dribble out of bounds.
Yeah. He beat the defender, and then he beat the line, and then he beat the fans by running on him.
And then he went back on defense.
I don't think he sprinted once. I literally think he looked like he just played a 90, and they were 120th minute. Like I couldn't believe it.
I don't even know what to say about Fierro. It's just, what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know.
couldn't believe it.
When is he going to score? That is my question.
Yeah.
All right, now move on to Thompson, and not too much to say. He didn't really.
I didn't see him.
Too many minutes.
I don't. I remember him subbing in and being like, yes.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing him go to right back and Judson go to attacking mid, and then I just never saw him.
I remember he switched the field a couple times, but other than that, nothing really impactful.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, just to recap, we've got to find a way to score. I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. 1 in 5.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
we started off so hot too.
Yeah, on defense, I mean, we looked okay. I mean, we made some mistakes, but
JT's looking better. Alanis is looking good. Marie's looking solid.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean,
that right side needs work.
Yeah. I mean, sure, but at the end of the day, I mean, we didn't concede, and now the problem is how are we going to score? I mean, you can't win if you don't score, obviously. So
yeah, and we're about to play Orlando, who I believe is like second or third in the East.
We're probably gonna get.
Yeah, we're gonna. I want to lose by less than 3. That is my goal for the week. If we get a tie, that'd be huge. Honestly, they have Nanny, who has been great. They just got Daryl DK back, who we are both huge fans of. I hope he plays. I'd like to. Oh my god, he would. Oh my god, he will light Youngworth up. Oh my god, I don't want to see that. Actually, I hope he doesn't play. He will light that side.
Him on Fierro.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be Nanny. It's gonna be Nanny and DK versus Youngworth.
Dude, Nani on the left side against Youngworth is going to be nasty, dude. He plays in the Premier League against players like Ashley Cole and John Terry, and then he goes up and
he's not ready for the flow, Meister. He's not ready for the flow. Oh, that's gonna be a good laugh tomorrow.
Oh my god, dude! I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch it.
Yeah, I was so mad. I literally am glad we did this podcast 2 or 3 days later so I could calm down. I was so mad with the final 15 minutes. I was like texting Jacob. I almost texted Jacob, we need to find a new team or something. We deserve better. It's like as San Jose fans, that was a disgrace. Like we deserve better. We've been loyal. We have seen so many rough things, and this has been. For this to be considered a great year, yeah, it is compared to usual, but like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a return to what we said at the beginning, right? We started off hot, and then we said, okay, we got to keep this going. We can't have a big losing streak out of nowhere like in the past, and here we are, right?
Yeah. So for the lineups, I made one this week, and for those listening, I originally was just going to put 11 in the back since we don't care to score anyways. Might as well just not concede, you know. If we don't want to score, no point of putting people up top. But I decided to go with a 4-3-3, and I think that we just need a change of personnel. And I think it would just help if we got some new faces in. So here's how I have us lining up. I got a 4-3-3. In goal, I think we should have Crazy George. Just wild man, very sporadic, energetic, really would lead and yell at his line. In left back, I have Fierro. Since he can't score, I think that we should just tell him to play offense
Yeah.
that way, and I think we'll be great. Rios, same scenario. That left side locked down. If we just tell both of them to play offense, locked down. I got the Ultras at the right center back because I've never seen anyone defend something better and something that's impossible to defend at times. So I got the Ultras locking down that right center back, and then we got Tectonic Plate. Shout out you
Shout out
guys,
the
other
boys.
other podcast crew. It's got to be rough. They got to be high. You got to have a lot of energy and work to do this. So them bombing up and down the wing would be great.
I think that defense is okay.
Oh, sorry, I got a diamond. I changed it to a diamond last minute. 4-1-2-1-2. A defensive mid, I got Quakes Mascoticus. Name didn't quite fit, or Q, the mascot. Big presence in the midfield. Really could lock it down. Defensive, big wins headers. Got a giant skull. I think would really hold down the middle of the pitch. And then I got Jacob Edwards over here on the right side.
That's right.
Yeah. Midfield is best position. Energetic. Just anyone at this point. We never play for the midfield anyway, so I might as well put anyone
literally
there.
anyone could play that slot.
Yeah. And then we have Daniel Sladen, the female
commentator.
Commentator. She's always a good. She knows what she's talking about when they go to her. So I figured get her on
my
the
favorite
pitch.
thing about her is she's willing to criticize Fierro.
Exactly.
Thing.
No. She always says, "I wonder why the Quakes are doing this." Girl, I agree.
I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know
She's
either.
spinning facts. Let's get her on the pro. So I want her in there. I think she's speaking for the club. Get her in there. And then up top, we need a little more creativity and something that could dish stuff out. So I got E40 at the attacking midfield. Spit a verse. And then I believe our top goal scorer of the last 2 seasons, Daniel Vega. I got him at
many of them are own goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got him at striker, so I'm just gonna tell him to play defense for them. And then I put myself up top because if we're not, with my first off, my pace, no one's gonna outpace me, and then my size, no one's gonna out-header me. So and then it's not like we're scoring goals anyway, so I might as well put anyone up there. So
you could literally do it.
Yeah. As long as I get one shot on target, I'm already
up better there. Than Rios.
So yeah, I think that is the lineup that could possibly. We don't have to do this for Orlando, but I think for the Classico, this would especially be great.
I think we'd actually probably have a better chance of winning.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Yeah, no. We're both, or at least I'm frustrated with the last week's performance. So.
But
yeah,
we've got a lot of games left in the season. Hopefully, we can turn up the heat a little bit again, because it's just getting ridiculous. We can't only score 1 in 5. It's just too bad.
Yeah, and then we got 3 questions this week from Steve
from some
29
unknown.
Yeah, 2391. Yeah,
who's that?
Sounds like a dad.
Yeah.
Hashtag Ask Aftershock. How many more games will Wando start, preventing other young talent to develop? The team needs to move on after this season to get relieve the salary challenges and get newer talent in place.
Let's ask
Steve talking facts. He's not having it.
I mean, I think there's an obvious answer to this question.
The answer is he's starting pretty much every game from here on out.
Almeida, for some reason, loves him. I understand he's the captain, but this comment is exactly right. What do we have to do to get Wando off the payroll? He's just sucking it all up, right? I think he's at what 6, 7, 800,000 or something.
823 or something.
It's ridiculous. We need to get a striker that's young and who could get us goals. I don't know when Wando scored. When's the last time he scored? Like one of the first weeks, and it's been a while. And he missed the penalty a few weeks ago. We already memed the heck out of that.
Yeah, but I think he does bring a presence to the locker room, and I think he is a viable option for the final 20, 30 minutes if you're down a goal. But for $800,000 when $1 million is like the highest paid player almost.
It's probably like 30% of our budget.
Yeah,
40% of our budget.
On a poor team, it's I don't know how much of a presence he really can be making in the locker room at that point.
Yeah, well, I think you bring up the point, right? He's a good person to bring in and just try to nick a goal, but he's not the go-to guy. He's not the one. He's not the first string striker you want to have, right?
Yeah.
I think we've got to look around in the market for some striker that can provide us with some goals. It's not good.
And then his next question: will the Earthquakes win another game this season? So if we go back 2 or 3 weeks ago when James asked how we thought we were gonna do. I said we had the potential for a second place finish.
Yeah, remember when I said you're crazy?
I said we had the potential. I didn't think we were gonna actually do it.
Yeah.
My answer to that, or actually, you go first because I already know my answer to that.
I don't think it will be tomorrow. I don't think it will be this weekend.
Yeah.
It might be a couple weeks, but look, I mean, we need to find a way to win. It's not good. Hopefully, once we return home for some games at PayPal Park, we can get something going because this away run is not helping us. That's for sure.
My answer is a broken clock is right twice a day. So bound to happen.
I mean,
Bound to find a way.
I don't even know what teams we could beat at this point. I'm not. If we can't beat Austin,
let's hope we play Dallas again.
Yeah. All right, and then who is this? Steve 2391. Who's that?
Yeah, shout out, Mr. Edwards. All right, hashtag Ask Aftershock. Is Firo the greatest Quakes player of all time? I'll take.
Okay, I'll let you handle this one.
Carlos Fierro is not only the greatest Quake player of all time, but I would argue he is the GOAT, the greatest player of all time, the greatest athlete of all time, the greatest anything of all, the GOAT of GOATs. I believe he is not, I don't even think he's just only the nominee for the Ballon d'Or this year. I think he's going to win it.
Dude.
I think Mexico or wherever he's from, or
I think he's Mexican.
Yeah. They call him up for that game versus the U.S. They're beating us in Colorado. We were lucky he didn't play. I think this is a world talent. I think we've been when David Beckham came over and they're like, this is exposing real soccer to the youth. This is exposing real soccer. It's inspiring those around him. And I don't think I've ever seen anything better. I'm so sad because I realize I'm never going to see anything greater than this, and I'm experiencing peak performance week in and week out.
I'm just sad because he's going to leave us someday when he's 35 years old.
I'm just lucky I was born the same time as him to watch him play.
It's a joy to watch.
And to be in my city and to watch him play and run up that to walk up and down that left wing.
Score that many goals.
I've never seen anything like it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad he wears the number 7 for us because I think he should be wearing the number 10, honestly. But 7 makes sense because the creativity, the pace, the everything. It's
Ronaldo, Mbappe,
inspired by Firo. Get off my team. Get off my team.